should have blood on it.
What giant head?
The one of the queen that we just took.
Spoilers, normal. Spoilers. We're live.
Oh,
Why
dear
don't you
God.
act-
Oh,
yeah,
speaking of
act
spoilers, boys.
Hi,
proper.
Mr. Beast here. Please like the channel.
Hey, guys.
Hey, so today we're gonna be reacting to
Giving
some
away
Reddit posts.
$10 million.
Ah, Robux. Actually,
We're gonna be reacting to some Reddit posts. And if we react to your Reddit post last that
Yes.
you're touching, then you get $5 billion.
+1. Crazy giveaway. First time that's ever happened. This is a once in a lifetime. Will never happen again. Giveaway.
It will not happen again. Oh,
All right.
we're streaming
We-
also.
We
Not
know
live,
that.
but like
No,
someone's
not
streaming.
live. I'm
This is
streaming.
exclusive. Stream.
This is exclusive content. Okay, so this guy's Astral Apricot says, "Oh, all right. Let's introduce what we're doing a little bit here, like
Hey,
for real, for real."
Skippy. Hey, Skippy. Hey,
Yes.
can I? Go ahead. You go ahead, and then I'll go. Sorry. Introduce what we're doing, and then I have immediate thoughts.
Oddly enough, that's exactly what I was gonna do. But okay, so we're gonna be reacting to some Valheim, subreddit Valheim posts and comments therewith. So watch your mouth in the comments because we're coming for you. Who are we? My name's Skippy. My gamer tag in Valheim is Bean. Perhaps you've heard of me. I personally have 12,000 hours played on Valheim. I'm joined by Badub, who has 11,000, and
That's right.
Nerm, son of
11,000
Nerm.
plus 1.
Oh,
11,000
plus one.
Yes.
Nerm, son of Nerm, who also has 11,001 hours. So we know what we're talking about. We're gonna try not to
Well, here
spoil
too.
too much. We're
Oh,
going
also-
to do. Yes.
Not that this should be said.
Okay, Nerm.
We've also never, ever, ever, ever,
Oh, yes.
ever even thought
Uh huh. Go
of
ahead.
ever not playing the game as the devs have given it to us
Correct.
Yes.
without ever investigating or Googling anything. Pure exploration.
We
And
have.
hard.
And that's actually a really good segue. I'd like to call out just general integrity
Okay.
Yes.
that we
I had to
have
say that.
in this game.
Okay,
I would say
get him,
that.
Pastor.
I would say we played this game with utmost integrity, and we have a lot of appreciation, utmost appreciation for the development team. Yes, and that's kind of the mindset that we're coming from is how do we respect the game, how do we respect the community,
Right.
and just continue gaining awareness for the awesome
Wow.
game that it is.
Wow, that's so good.
creative space that it is. Yeah.
Wow, that's so good.
And really just excited to share some thoughts with y'all.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. As we will see in the comments, I'm sure, even in
Oh,
our
of course.
first 3 little segments that we plan to do tonight, today, this morning, whenever
Whatever
chat is watching this,
Drop a like.
the comments are going to get pretty abysmal if you're in our school of thought on how this game is to be played. I've never opened the mod menu. Nerm has never opened the mod menu. But Dub doesn't even know what a mod is.
The mod menu.
I wouldn't know where to find it either. Do you not just click start server and then put
You
password?
click start server, you put the password in, and you get going. Okay?
Right.
Well,
You get busy. All right, so let's jump right into it.
Yeah.
And nor have we Googled anything. Which is why I'm being real careful when we're going into these Reddit posts. We don't want to do any spoilers or anything like that. So, Sky, Astral Apricot.
Sorry,
So-
real quick. Should we tell the chat where we are in the game, just in case they don't want to get spoiled by anything that we may or may not say?
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
I'm glad you raised that. So in the number of bosses, right, that are there,
That's
we
a
are
great point.
at the second to last one, which also means we're at the second to last biome. So just be aware going into this if you're
That's our
just new to the
perspective.
game.
Right.
You might want to pull out now just in case we say things you didn't want to know without finding out for yourself. So thank you for bringing that up, bud. That's a good point.
Yeah.
But
and again,
if you could just mute
integrity.
it, if you could just mute the video and let it play so we get the view on YouTube, That would
That would
also
be
be
great.
splendid. Okay. All right. So Astral Apricot. The only thing I know about this guy
All right.
is that his schlong is bigger than mine.
Yes, that's an amazing username. W.
No,
W.
not even that.
No, he's
He-
playing this game on
He
permadeath.
says, since I installed Valheim 1 year ago, this was about 5 months ago, I've been committed to beating the game entirely on permadeath. Oh
Wild.
my goodness. I'm
Wow,
now the
this is-
furthest I've ever been. So he's tried this multiple times.
First of all,
he-
this
we're
man is
hearing.
taking the Puritan mentality
Uh-huh.
to cult level.
Oh,
And I don't.
homie's
don't
on the
hate-
Mayflower right now.
Oh yeah, I don't hate it too much.
No, not
However,
too much.
just a word of caution, my brother. Just a word of caution. Be careful.
Yeah,
Be careful.
yeah. It could get
Anyway,
ragey
continue.
from here on out. I'm now the furthest I've ever been with full wolf armor and upgraded Frostnir. That's all right. All right.
We'd like to see
The
that.
plains will likely be the end of me. So I've
Oh,
decided to
no.
share my base with you.
Literally.
This is this guy's like last will and testament. He's like, just
This is what he's-
FYI, I'm
he's
going
giving-
down for real.
What's he on? He's on onion soup,
onion soup,
sausage,
sausage,
and
deer
boar
stew.
Deer
or
stew.
Deer
Okay,
stew.
so I'm immediately so concerned with the 3 weapons in your hotkey. You have 3 weapons
Yeah.
only in your
Yeah.
hotkeys.
Yeah.
And your food is in your hotkeys.
And no shield.
You can't.
Interesting
You can't.
choice.
Right. You
Jeez.
can't every
Yeah,
15
wow.
minutes open your inventory and eat a food. Every 15 minutes. You gotta hotkey that.
Yeah.
Like, I think we back up
Yeah,
off that.
yeah.
Maybe get some more
And
weapons.
not only that, with the gameplay that he's doing, not having a health potion and a stam potion on a hotkey is
It's
a little
insane.
banana
Yeah.
to me. Or a shield. Like, you gotta have that ready to go.
So his caption for this photo is, my base is on a small patch of meadows on the mouth of a river. To the right, you can see the edge of a large swamp biome, very helpful. And to the left, you can see black forest. So this guy is walled
set
up,
up.
and kind of rightfully so. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
good spot. But you need these walls, like more so than us. We're
practical.
surrounded by meadows, but this guy's gonna get leeches in his water.
Also, we've domesticated our continent, but anyway.
That's true. Thank you. And I was going to say that he's got a lot of wood here unused, a lot of rocks here unused.
Yeah.
It's some aesthetic. It's some aesthetic. I get that. I don't hate it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't hate it.
Those are more photos.
I'm a little worried about just like accessibility.
Oh my goodness, that's a swamp.
That is a
Crap.
sizable swamp.
I would have probably said
He's
it on
got
the
he's got
other
one of the
side.
merchants right there
Yeah.
too.
Big
That's
Draugrs.
nice.
That's
That
close.
is nice.
That's close.
That is nice.
Okay,
Cool. All
there we
right,
go.
both
Okay.
boats.
Hey, we love that. Show a forest like that. That's
Yeah.
We love to see that. Immediately, again, my concern: those are not locked into place. You're
No,
gonna
they're not.
want to put the parking brakes.
we can
on
talk
the
about
boats.
that. That could be a
Oh,
segment. If
he's
someone
also
has a
got
question.
comments for each of these photos. He's got comments on these.
All right, let's see what he said. To the river is more of an inlet. It can be followed north to the other side of the island. There's a huge mountain to the northeast. Okay, this got
Nice.
a
That's not
good
huge.
seed.
That's not huge.
Yeah.
That's not huge.
Not very discovered, but I do get that he's
I don't think
like,
this is it.
pretty...
I think he's using what he needs. You know, he's a
Yeah.
solo man. He's a man on a mission by
Yeah,
Odin.
I get that.
I hastily constructed the dock, but it allows sufficient space for my carve to sail south onto the ocean or travel north up the inlet. Okay, fair.
Okay, another
If
thing to
anyone
note.
has-
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, if you have any questions on how to lock in your efficiently or effectively, drop the question. We can send you a quick short on how to do that if you're
That's true.
struggling with boats not staying secure. We've got a solution for you.
That's a
We
wicked
do.
good point.
I mean, and we have literally never left a boat unlocked
No, never.
in the neighborhoods that
No,
me and
never.
Quidub land in.
Oh yes.
Not something you want to be doing. If you could just go
Not
back to
at
the
all.
previous photo, 1 second there, Skippy. Something to note: his wall is actually mostly constructed out of hoed land
Oh,
that
that's
he has
actually a
raised,
really good point.
which
That's a
is
good point.
an
It's pretty
interesting decision.
It's pretty clean too. No, it's pretty
Yeah.
clean too.
It's very, very clean. And dare I say, bud, as one expert to another, raised up and then pickaxed to sharp edges.
Yeah,
Mm,
I would.
I would say that.
I don't know. I'm either way on that. If
I
you
would
get
have
it
to
up
get my
high enough,
pick
if you
on
get
it,
it
you
up
know?
high, if you get it up high enough with a hoe, it's gonna eventually become sheer.
I'd have to get my pick on it to really give you a read on that.
Yeah, understood. Yeah, okay.
That's fair. Nice. We love it. We love our
Oh,
bees.
Got
We
him
love
raised up
happy
off the
bees.
ground. Interesting. Very nice.
Got some grass growing for pollination. It's
This
more
is
of
a nice
aesthetic.
view
You don't
too.
need
And
that.
up the river.
Yeah.
That's a nice.
Yeah.
That's a nice view up the river.
That is
Sunrises
nice.
are gonna be real nice looking down that.
All right.
Premium real estate. Oh,
ooh.
go ahead, Skippy. No, go ahead.
What are these, bud? You
Sorry.
tell me what these are.
I don't know what I'm looking at. Please.
We're looking
right
at
ahead.
we're looking at onion seeds. So he planted the onions in the ground, and obviously that's the most powerful vegetable he has. This guy's like
He's planted
this.
some trees.
When you
He's-
read this in a permadeath voice, like it is like you're like discovering
This guy's-
clues of a
this
past
guy's for
Viking.
real.
It's like
This
in the
guy's for
northeast
real.
corner, he used it for gardening. Here he grew onions. He planted some trees to make it look more natural. God rest his soul. Like, I kind of hope this guy's still kicking, but it's kind of like
No, he's dead. No,
a morbid walkthrough. Look at this though.
He has 100 HP and went into the plane.
Sick.
He's dead.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're so right about that.
Yeah, you just can't have perma bone mass. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
This is very pleasant. I
Yeah.
like the aesthetic a lot.
I like the aesthetic quite a bit.
Oh,
The
this is
southeast
such a-
corner is where I house my boars. Very cool. Very cool. I
Oh,
lost my
like
boy
that.
Genie to a wraith the other day. Ow!
Oh, they'll get you.
Which
See, that's what I'm
prompted me to
talking about.
fortify the enclosure. You definitely do fortify enclosures
Mhm.
when you lose some boyos. 100%.
And this is what I'm talking about with the neighborhoods. Why
Yeah.
you should lock your boats.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yep.
Ah, man, losing a tamed pet.
Losing a friend like that?
Yeah, that's
A
tough.
brother,
on
even?
your solo. Okay, well, let's see what we got going
Hey,
on.
bud, you want to talk to us
Sort
about
of
what's going on here?
Bud's expertise area here.
There's a lot good that I'm seeing here off the bat. He's got things like efficiently placed for maximum, dare I say, efficiency.
Sure.
So you can run in, grab your stuff. Just a note here: what I like to do is have some chests right there, so
That's
you
an
can
excellent point. Wow.
so you can just drop in spare materials, and you don't have to run around with a bunch of stuff in your inventory. That's just me. That's what I like to do.
Yep.
Pro tip for kind of maximum production here. But nice little
something
setup.
noted
And again,
as
working with a
well.
view, he's got open air, so pollutants aren't getting kind of congested.
Well,
We
yeah,
don't
he
care
said
about that.
he makes a no, we do not. He makes a note here that he'd like to build a lighthouse or a tower here at some point.
Yes.
Man,
I like
it's
that
a
idea.
real
love-
shame that this guy's dead as hell.
This guy seems like a nice guy. Again,
Seems like a
follow-up
really guy.
concern to it's nice that it's an open air area and all that, but how are you getting the stuff from your boats
Mm.
to here?
Yeah.
Your
This is
entrance
on
was
the
clearly not
opposite.
wide enough for a cart, so you're not carting it.
I will pause at this point and say that's one of the great things about Valheim. You can play it from kind of a max production, which is, if I may, how we play the game.
100%.
You can also play it like this guy is kind of just really slimmed down efficiency. He's got just what he needs.
There's two different types
And
of
that's
efficiency.
And that's great
That's
too.
true. That's true. That's important. That's
So,
important. Though.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, and that's why I respect what he's done here. And he's forward thinking. He's got the base here for that lighthouse. Should he get to it? So he's already kind of built that into.
Now we're talking.
Hey,
Now this is
Oh,
what
yeah,
we're like to see.
yeah,
wait
this
a
is
minute.
yeah.
Wait a minute.
Actually, okay, I'm gonna let you guys go as someone who's in the organizational world. But I will let you guys talk about this, and then we'll kind of go from there.
This
Mind?
Just hats off.
incredible.
My
Absolutely
mage cap,
incredible.
I tip my mage cap to you, sir. Amazing. Amazing.
Phenomenal.
So, if I may, my immediate concern going into this aesthetically looks lovely, amazing, love that. Here's the giant issue: you've got 4 chests for eyeballs, whereas you could have one iron chest. Now, I understand maybe a little less.
Yeah, but you gotta think.
And that kind of calls back to what we were saying with different efficiency.
Yeah.
Our side of efficiency is I've got the extra iron, and I need somewhere to put all this extra iron. So I might as well build an iron chest. My other concern is you're
just enough iron for the next weapon and armor.
Correct. My other concern is you're gonna be running, which I think he says down here, you're gonna be running out of space for your crafting station upgrades.
100%. You always do.
Yeah. You gotta keep that in mind when you're planning.
I like the barrel usage. Something that was added recently because the devs love their community. The barrels are very nice.
It's almost giving mausoleum vibes. I don't know if y'all have been to cemetery recently.
Of course. Like just yesterday.
Yeah. It's nice. No notes on this. I love it.
Yeah, I love it. Moving on.
Okay.
This guy's got it going on. I'm not gonna
This guy's got an eye for aesthetics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does.
Really does.
He's got he on planes and have isn't this like isn't this the Fenris thing?
Yeah, well he's done
he's cleared mountains, right. So when he went through mountains, it was at a different time than we did. So
he's completing entire sets, which I like.
Yeah.
Again, this is such an interesting look into this deceased man's life, because it's so much different than how we play as people who pillage and rule the world that they were dropped upon with an iron fist, where he only needs 3 portals.
Oh, he also says
he's got a different system. Yeah,
he writes down codes for each one, so he's got portals everywhere, and just writes it for this one. Now, again, in a solo lobby, that makes sense because you're not going to get confused or get stranded. Whereas when you've got 3 different people going to 3 different places, sometimes
or more, because servers can hold many more.
Oh yeah.
They can hold up to at least 10 with crossplay, so that's very interesting.
I will say, last note on this photo, nice rudimentary window, little bro. Anyway, nice.
Oh,
wow, this is why this is crazy work. This is
we got some positive affirmations in here.
That's the live, laugh, love. Wait.
Well, bro, you like waking up every morning and be like, okay, today not gonna die. Okay, next.
Oh man.
All right, and another thing, I wish that he had shown, and maybe next time he ever gets to this spot ever again in the game, because he's already dead, that he shows the comfort level that is being produced by all of this.
Yeah.
He's not fully rested. Hasn't been in here long enough for that.
Yeah,
something I'd like.
He's probably rocking like at least 12 rested.
12, I would say 12. I would say 12.
There's a lot of carpets and the like.
Oh no,
I do. I can't see. Yeah, I can't see.
This says enter planes.
Oh god, bro!
I promise.
Something for food. Load boat with mats.
I like the shades he's got on the windows. That's kind of a nifty.
Hunt serpents for food. Hey, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So immediately.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So perfectly.
So perfectly. So your chances in the plains have immediately gone up because that's 2 from serpents. Again, spoilers. 2 80+ foods from 1 serpent.
Can we just take a moment here and appreciate the vulnerability that this man is giving us as well?
Yeah.
He's taking us into the most intimate setting, his bedroom. Thank you, Astral Apricot.
Bedroom
He's got
looks
his
quite
barber- he's
festive.
got
You'll
his
see my
barber
to-do
chair.
list on the left and my dresser on the right. He actually made a little dresser.
It is. He definitely had that idea and ran with it, and that's
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
I
love it.
He's applied that. Yeah.
I love it. All right, we got cooking.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, Skippy, why don't you notes? Seems like a small amount of fridges and fermenters. I get.
Yeah. I mean, I like, again, the setup is cool. Like the way the fermenters are lifted up. And the butcher block is underneath, and he's got some potions here for aesthetics. Looking at your loadout, I would freaking grab that ish. But yeah, I mean, cool.
There's the harpoon over there too on the wall.
That is
It's
our
kind of
Yeah. It's a
kind of
cool aesthetic. Nice hearth. I like it.
I'm
the
wondering.
root trophies. Kind of
Yep.
nice little.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
dogs
they just
often
look
get-
they look good.
The dogs often get in my way when I'm trying to cook. You know what? That's just dogs. You know, they get into your feet.
But it feels
and
like
kitchen.
home. It feels
It
like
does
home.
feel like home. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
again, he could not be more correct.
Okay, comfort
I
11.
could see a
fair.
rug. I could see a rug in there.
Yeah.
Probably boosting it up to a 12, maybe a 13 comfort. And that's another thing, Chad, another little pro tip. You want to try to max comfort wherever you can in your stations you're going to be at long term. So in cooking, you're going to be there for a minute doing some prep, I think.
You are.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Not me.
Okay.
And maybe
Alright.
not for one person, but for 3 people, most certainly. Okay, so
Okay, this is an
perfectly.
interesting way. This is an interesting angle.
Wow. Wait.
Okay,
what
so you
was
don't have
the-
your bedroom sectioned off at all. Actually, your bedroom and your kitchen. This is an open
Open floor
concept
plan.
house.
It's an open concept. Yeah, it really is. That's okay. I like the flooring pattern a lot, actually.
I
Really
noticed
kinda-
that last time on this section. He kind of like mosaiced it a little bit with the wood.
a little bit. Yeah,
I like
that's
it.
nice.
And it's cool how like each corner is a different section. Very nice. I've designed my base
It
to be
definitely
open
feels.
plan.
Yeah.
There's no doors and minimal walls. I chose ease of access over security. Okay,
A bold
bold.
choice.
Bold. I like the dragon heads though in every corner. Super nice.
Yeah.
I like the curtains as
Underutilized.
little doors. I like the curtains as little doors. I'm just gonna say the little like you can walk through those curtains, and they do move because again, as we've mentioned previously,
Yeah.
the devs are the best, and they will like kind of you will shoulder them kind of out of the way. It's a nice little use of curtains.
Oh, folks, I don't mean to point this out. Just a little.
ahead.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah.
Clean.
Miscalculation a little bit.
Yeah,
on the-
Well, you can see they're misaligned somewhere under the rug. This
true.
one's fine. It starts
and
to
that'll
become more
happen
fun.
sometimes when you go from design to execution. That's
Yep.
why every step of the way you want to have a vertically integrated team that can really handle things like that for you. So
We have. I thought that was
I
all.
have nothing more to say.
All right, I've only defeated Bone Mass, and I haven't encountered many raids. The east wall is the most vulnerable,
Pause.
so I built a wall a little bit higher.
Pause.
Pausing.
My brother.
Yeah.
You haven't taken on.
Motor.
Is it okay for me to say the name of the boss?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
I mean, it's
You haven't
typed
taken
in
on.
there.
You haven't taken on Motor, and you're going for plates. I mean, this is not a necessary thing at all, but she's a pushover. Go push her over.
Kind of, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I
kind
mean,
of.
you're not really going to get much more.
Would you rather fight
from
Motor
Motor.
or 10 Deskitos?
Motor. You could lower that number to 3.
I'm trying to think.
You
like,
could
what
lower that
you get
number
from
to
the
3.
planes?
Yeah.
A better. I mean, you'll get a better
Fair.
bow from the planes, maybe.
No, you won't. No, you don't.
Mm-mm.
You're still on that boat, bud.
Yeah.
Oh,
You do not.
Yeah.
You do not.
Yeah, so
all
there's
right.
no real reason.
In fact, once again, if I may, as Valheim does, Motor is actually necessary for you to get anything from the planes. So again, I'd go push her over.
Yeah.
Because you need the table that is given
There
to
you
you.
go. There's that TV list.
Or find your planes. Okay, beachhead.
Oh yeah, he's beachheading for sure. Okay, so perfectly. Enter planes carefully. So entering it carefully. Here's what you do. Here's what you do. Okay, so perfectly. Here's what you do. Thanks for joining me on this tour of my base. God rest this man's soul.
So pure, so good, kind-hearted.
Yeah, kind-hearted.
This is a way, a pure, seemingly, way to be playing Valheim. I respect that entirely.
Mhm.
I respect it also. So before I give my tips on how to enter the planes, I think we'll do like step 1, step 2, and step 3. I'll take step 1, but you can take what you would deem step 2, and normal you would take step 3. Before we get into that though, and close out this little session, thank you, Astral Apricot. Thank you. Sorry, all I had to do was look down at the tombstone. It's really nice that he's keeping his dog inside.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
probably the most important part of this game.
Probably, and not probably, I mean definitely, the only dog he has.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, even
Big
more so.
protect.
Okay. All right. Chat. 3 simple steps to how to enter the planes, not necessarily how to defeat the planes or survive the planes, how to enter. Okay. Step 1 is unzip those pants.
But your step 2.
You get both hands. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So, all right. You unzip your pants. You get both hands. There.
And you get a friend because you're gonna need him. And you absolutely whip that mug out.